Hey there! Ever since my Unity AI video, people keep telling me to try Bezi. So I did. And here's the thing. The exact product decisions that make it unusable for me might be the reason you love it. I rebuilt the car wash game, had it design dungeon levels, and found out how expensive this tool really is. Buckle up. Bezi is not your typical chatbot. It's a workspace, for you alone or for a whole team. But for me, the headline feature is the Unity connection. It links to one or several Unity projects at once through a proprietary protocol, and it's the best one I've tried. Better than Unity AI, better than Unity's built-in MCP, better than any open source MCP out there. Faster, more responsive, more stable. Well, at least that's how it feels. I do need to check out the new CLI tool Unity released recently though. My favorite part is the documentation hub. It's markdown underneath, so I felt right at home. It's awesome that I can put my coding conventions or development rules in one place, and they're available across all connected Unity projects. There's even version history, so you're not trading away what you'd normally get from Git, Notion, or Confluence. The chat window will feel familiar if you've used Cursor or Copilot. Two selectors, one for mode and one for modal. My model of choice is, of course, Claude. I work with it a lot and already know what to expect from it. To keep this review comparable to my previous AI video, I selected Opus 4.8 with extra high effort for planning and high for actual implementation. Same as in my other videos, I added my rules, coding conventions, and design document. But this time, straight into the documentation hub I just praised. I wasn't sure how phased planning is best handled in Bezi specifically, so I consulted the agent itself. Its answer: generate an outline with all the phases, then a separate detailed plan for each phase. Well, nothing new. Basically the same workflow I've been using all along. So that's what I did. Phase 0 was supposed to be the architecture phase. Instead, it answered a much bigger question. Can Bezi build a full game on its own? No, it can't. And it looks intentional. The developers built Bezi as a co-pilot, not a replacement. There's a whole set of things it simply won't do without you. It even seems baked into the engineering prompt, because whenever I asked the agent why it can't do something, the answer was some variation of, "Come on, it's only 10 seconds of work for you." Which, funnily enough, is about how long it takes to hit the like and subscribe buttons. So, come on, it's only 10 seconds of work for you. And it helps me a lot more than it helped Bezi. So, what can't it do? For starters, it can't manage packages. Not the ones in manifest.json, not the ones dropped into the packages folder. There's no package management tool. And it has zero access to anything outside the assets folder. Which also means it can't touch most of the settings. Rendering issues caused by project configuration like I had with my particles, you're on your own. It also can't use Git or, in fact, any executable. So if you want the agent making commits for you, or you depend on external tools, you'll have to find workarounds. Play mode is completely off limits. It can't enter it, it can't exit it, and it can't do anything while the game is running. In other words, it can't check its own work. Now, you can connect external MCP tools to patch some of these gaps, but burning context window on capabilities that should be built in feels wrong. How critical these issues are depends entirely on how you like to work. For me, it's a deal breaker. Apart from those issues, working on the car wash felt almost identical to Claude Code with an MCP server. Plan mode for the current phase, then invoke the plan. The one difference, more bugs at the end of each phase, because Bezi can't playtest anything. The whole game took me around 10 hours. And that's long, like really long. For reference, Claude Code took the same 10 hours, but on the Ultra Code setting, which runs adversarial review and is 3 to 10 times slower than its normal mode. And the result is visibly worse. Same LLM, worse output. Why? I can only guess, but my first suspect is the engineering prompt. We've already seen in my Unity AI video how a bad prompt can drag down a great agent. And while Bezi's is clearly better than Unity's, it still lags behind Claude Code. My second suspect is self-validation. Claude Code could play the game, take screenshots, and fix what it saw. Bezi had only one source of feedback. Me. Could I have polished the result further? Sure. But I'd already spent 10 hours, and most importantly, 1,883 credits. That's roughly $47. Yep, in 2 days this small game cost me $47. Now, extrapolate that to your project. The uncomfortable truth is, Bezi can't compete with subscriptions from Anthropic, OpenAI, or Google. The API prices are too high, and on top of that, Bezi needs its own margin. But that's another topic entirely. We already know AI is good at quick prototypes, and I have no doubts Bezi will ace the Flappy Bird test. So I skipped it. The dungeon test, though, stays. Same task as before. Build me a dungeon environment out of asset store assets. And if you want those assets for yourself, links in the description. As you can see, something's clearly wrong with the floor and the wall corners. Other things too, but fine. I don't have high expectations from a prompt like this. So I asked for a balcony, hoping that at least Bezi would get it right. Well, no. Like every AI before it, Bezi messed up the stairs rotation. Oh, well. And the final test, I gave it a screenshot of a diorama built from those same assets and asked it to recreate the scene. What do you think? How close did it get? And if you were wondering, this whole experiment cost 143 credits, roughly $3.50. So, is Bezi for you? If you want an agent that can run the whole show, no. But if you want a co-pilot that stays out of the driver's seat and the smoothest Unity connection I've seen so far, it might be a good option for you. Just keep an eye on the credits. One last thing. Don't take my word as the final one. My tests aren't scientific. Your workflow isn't mine. And a cheaper model might change the math completely. And of course, I still need to get my hands on that Unity CLI thingy. Keep on creating, and I'll see you in the next one.